Okay, so what we're doing here is taking all the incredible insights from the AI Catalyst Summit and boiling them down into one single actionable playbook. If you're a business owner, a coach, a consultant, and you're trying to figure out how AI fits into your world, this is for you. This is your blueprint for building a business that's way leaner, smarter, and yeah, a lot more profitable. Let's dive in.
So let me ask you a question. Does this feel familiar? You're an expert, you know your stuff inside and out, but you feel like you're just buried in tasks, managing a team that seems to keep growing, and feeling like you've just hit a wall. You can't seem to grow any further, and your income is plateaued. You know, it's a super common story, but there's a huge shift happening right now that can completely change that entire picture. And here it is. This is the shift. On the left, you've got the old way of doing things. You wanted to scale. That meant hiring more people, which meant higher costs, and honestly, slower delivery. But the new AI model, it just flips that whole script. It's all about building a lean business with super low overhead that uses technology to deliver expert-level results way faster than you ever thought possible. Now, to build out this playbook, we're not just relying on one person's opinion. That's not how this works. We're pulling together the collective wisdom of what I like to call a council of experts from the AI Catalyst Summit. When you combine their strategies, you get this incredibly powerful, unified approach to navigating this new world. And here is our council. First up, you've got Scott Simpson, who is a master of operations and workflows. Then there's Chris Kyle and Lou Bortone, who are all about creating authentic content that actually connects with people. And finally, tying it all together, we have Thembi Becca, who focuses on the big picture strategy of building a lean million-dollar machine. Each one of them holds a really critical piece of this puzzle. So where do we start? Well, you always start with the foundation, right? Your operations. This is where Scott Simpson's expertise is just golden, because he shows us exactly how to build an internal AI engine to run the business for you. And here's the bottom line. You can't scale your business if you're stuck in the weeds. It's just not possible. So the very first move you have to make in this whole revolution is to get your time back. And that starts by taking a really honest look at your business and asking, where are those repetitive, soul-crushing tasks that are secretly killing my productivity and my profit? Scott's process is actually pretty straightforward. First, you find those time drains. Then, and this is the really cool part, you build custom AI tools, like custom GPTs, that basically act as clones of you. They're AI assistants that you train on your specific knowledge, your frameworks, your voice. Just imagine a custom AI that can draft a perfect new client proposal using your unique style in like 30 seconds. Then you plug those tools into simple workflows for your team, and suddenly you're empowering even junior members to deliver consistently amazing expert-level results. And this quote from Scott just nails it. This isn't about some generic chatbot. This is about building tools that have your expertise baked right into them. It's about embedding your unique knowledge, your decision-making, and your strategic brain directly into the systems that run your business. That right there is the real game changer. Okay, so you've got your internal engine humming along nicely. Your business is running smoothly. Now what? Now we turn our focus outward. How do we attract clients? How do we get our message out there? This is where we bring in the wisdom of Chris Kyle and Lou Bortone on using AI as your creative partner. And what's great is we see two different but totally complementary strategies. On one side, you've got Chris Kyle, who shows you how to use AI to co-design these deep, transformational online courses to scale your expertise. And on the other, you've got Lou Bortone, who teaches you how to use AI as a production assistant to churn out amazing videos that attract clients and build trust. Two different outcomes, all powered by the same core idea. But what's really fascinating is that both Chris and Lou are operating from the exact same playbook. The message is crystal clear. AI is your partner, it's your co-pilot, it is never your replacement. Your unique voice, your message, that has to stay front and center. The goal here is to multiply your reach without multiplying your workload. And above all else, authenticity is absolutely non-negotiable if you want to build real trust. All right, let's zoom out for a second. We've automated our internal operations, we've automated our external content creation. So what's the end game here? What does this all lead to? Well, this is Thembi Becca's territory, building a super profitable, lean, scalable business. Now, Thembi makes a claim that might sound a little audacious at first, but it's totally grounded in this new reality. She argues that the people who really master AI today can absolutely run a $1 million business with a very, very small team. And when you think about the efficiencies we just talked about, it's not just possible, it's the logical conclusion. And the key to unlocking this is a concept she calls authority positioning. Think of it like this. It's not just about being good at what you do anymore. It's about using strategic systems with AI at the heart of them to operate so efficiently and effectively that you become the undeniable go-to expert. You're not trying to beat the competition, you're making them completely irrelevant because you're playing a different game.
And if you're wondering what this looks like financially, well, this chart says it all. By using AI to automate your operations and your content, you just slash your overhead, especially your team costs. And that efficiency, that money you save, it doesn't just disappear. It goes directly to your bottom line, creating these huge profit margins that the old model just could never touch.
So we've heard from our council of experts, we've covered operations, we've covered content, and we've covered the big picture strategy. So let's pull all of this together into one final super clear playbook that you can actually start using today. Here it is. 4 simple but incredibly powerful steps. 1. Fortify your foundation. Get your internal operations automated first. 2. Amplify your voice. Use AI as a partner to create real, authentic content. 3. Build that lean machine. Aim for sky-high profitability with a tiny team. And finally, 4. Use all of this to claim your authority and become the undisputed leader in your market.
Look, this isn't just some theory. This is a proven path that has been laid out by people who are at the very bleeding edge of this stuff. The systems are here, the strategies are clear, so really the only question left is the one you see right here. The experts have shown you the path. What are you going to build with it?